Get ready for your family's summer adventure with Curry Honda in Chicopee. Hi, it's Cassie, and we want you to hit the road in the all-new 2026 Honda Passport, built for rugged trails and packed with style. Available in vibrant colors to match your vibe. Or pack everyone up in the new Honda Odyssey, the ultimate family minivan with a spacious interior, rear seat entertainment, and cabin watch to keep your kids in check. Come get your dream ride at Curry Honda in Chicopee on Memorial Drive or online at curryhondamass.com.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 5:50 and Foreigner with Bax and Nagle and Rock 102.
It is going to be sunny today with a high of 80. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 71. It is 57 right now in downtown Springfield.
Hollywood Trash is brought to you by Western Mass Masons. Call them for all your foundation and chimney needs.
Somehow you still care about what's happening in Hollywood. So, from Tinseltown, 3,000 miles away, it's Steve Nagle's Hollywood Trash.
Taylor Swift. We don't hear enough about that gal.
No, you don't.
Last month on the New Heights podcast, Taylor Swift shared her current obsession of making sourdough bread. And she says she's working on a funfetti version for Jason Kelsey's daughters. Well, Pillsbury saw those dollar signs and created a limited edition Funfetti sourdough bread mix. It won't be hitting the shelves because only 1,500 boxes were made. Each Funfetti sourdough box costs $9.99 with free shipping. The mix includes sourdough bread mix, Funfetti sprinkles, and a packet of yeast. You can order it at funfetti.com on Wednesday at 12 noon Eastern.
Steve, if you or I went on the show and said, you know what, I'm into baking bread.
Yeah.
You know what would happen? Nothing. Not a damn thing. Everyone would say, oh, okay. And that's it.
My kid tried to make sourdough bread. Do you know how hard it is to keep that thing alive? You got to keep that starter thing alive.
You got to train it. You got to walk it. You got to take it to the vet. You got to do all those things.
And then when we had Phil Collins in here a couple of weeks ago, he's like, yeah, we've got this bread guy that's been making he's kept this sourdough starter alive for 16 years. I'm like, you have a teenager sourdough starter that how did you keep it alive that long? Because we seem to be killing ours in the early stages.
I have no idea. Yeah, I remember having sourdough starter in our fridge for like 9 years. It just became like a big paste. You couldn't even use it.
I got one going now. So hasn't died yet.
And yet, I don't see anybody beating down. I don't see Duncan Hines beating down your door.
No. I'm more of a Betty Crocker type of guy. Anyway.
Whatever.
George Lucas has never been great with dialogue. That's an understatement. And there's one line he wrote for Luke Skywalker in the original Star Wars that Mark Hamill just didn't want to say. And he's grateful to this day that it was cut from the script. Luke and Han Solo are approaching the Death Star in the Millennium Falcon, but Han wants to turn around. And Luke says, but we can't turn back. Fear is their greatest defense. I doubt if the actual security there is any greater than it was on Aquila or Sullust. I don't even know how to pronounce it. And what there is most likely directed towards a large-scale assault.
Ugh.
Now, why wouldn't an actor just yearn for words like that?
It sounds pretty damn clunky to me.
Mark says, quote, as a sentence it makes sense, but to make it sound like it's original thought and just that occurred to deliver to you in a spontaneous way is really hard. I don't even understand.
Yeah, I have no idea. But yeah, it's not like the dialogue got any better as that series went around. So as long as George stayed away from the scripts, it was fine.
Yeah. Harrison Ford apparently did not feel that it was an honor just to be nominated for an Emmy. Harrison was up for a supporting actor for his role on the show Shrinking, but the website Reality T says that when he lost, he was livid, and then he left. A source says people were assuring him he'd win, so when he didn't, he looked like he'd seen a ghost. When his name wasn't called, he grabbed his wife and bolted. Well, she's so thin, you pick her up and twirl her around on a... Even a guy at his age can do that.
Twirl her around like a baton.
Another source says, quote, Harrison thought this was his moment. Instead, it turned into a humiliation he'll never forget. He also reportedly told his friends he'll never attend the Emmys again. Dude.
It's your first TV series.
Just because you are who you are doesn't mean that you automatically win the Emmy.
Now, he's done a good job in that show. I know you've seen that show. He's good in it, but it's like, there are other people that kind of out-acting you.
Yeah.
Harry, so settle down. Try harder next time.
SNL announced the first round of hosts and musical guests for season 51, assuming the show doesn't get taken off the air, which isn't so far-fetched during the current media landscape. The show debuts on October 4th with host Bad Bunny and musical guest Doja Cat.
Steve, I believe it's pronounced debut.
Nope, it's in debut, Bob.
Nope, it's in debut.
On October 11th, Amy Poehler makes her return with musical guest role model. Then October 18th, Sabrina Carpenter will be the host and the musical guest. Well, if there's something we needed, it was Sabrina Carpenter doing both.
We need more of that.
This week in theaters, Colin Farrell and Margot Robbie play two strangers who meet at a friend's wedding, then find themselves on an adventure when they discover a magical door that lets them relive important memories of their past life together. I'd go anywhere with Margot Robbie. I mean, she'd tell me, hey, we're going on this adventure. We're going to dive into our past lives. And you're like, okay, Miss Cleo, let's go. We're ready.
Whatever you'd like to do, ma'am.
You ever see those? I saw that old commercial for it was like one of those psychic hotline things.
Mm-hmm.
But it was for find out who your pet was in a previous life.
Yeah.
1-900 number. Yeah, your dog could have been Benjamin Franklin. So Walter Raleigh. They had all these dog, the personalities these dogs could have had. I want a dog. I wish I could have called that number back in the day.
Steve, life is full of missed opportunities.
But my dad told me, I'm not paying for any GD 1-900 number. The only 1-900 number we were allowed to call was when Bon Jovi gave away his house in New Jersey on MTV, his childhood home.
Well, that makes sense.
It was worth the $5 for the call, apparently.
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
A sports drama starring Michael Chiklis as a 59-year-old who finally goes back to finish his senior year of high school. Is he Chiklis in that?
I don't know. Not at that age.
And he decides he wants to play football since he's technically still eligible. What a weird premise for a movie. You're going to send an old man back into a high school?
In other words, Michael Chiklis ain't getting the scripts.
Yeah, that seems a little weird.
We'll take any role offered.
Kim Kardashian just posted that she was deeply inspired after watching the new Oprah Winfrey documentary on resilience and overcoming hardship.
Really? She had something to say.
Oh my God, the last time I had something inspire me this deep was when Ray J drove his meat mace into my pelvic portal and glazed my insides like a Krispy Kreme conveyor belt in that sex tape you can purchase on YouPorn for $39.95. Think about it.
Caitlin?
Well, I never got that down and dirty with your mother, Chris Kim, but I once tongued that Quim canoe until I was breathing through a snorkel. I strapped on her love saddle and rode her like Secretariat at the Belmont.
What are you trying to say?
What I'm trying to say is, you remember Fruit by the Foot? We're doing snacks this week.
Yes, I do.
That sticky roll that unravels and leaves your mouth glued shut in a rainbow mess.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Kim, your mother.
That's the new clothes.
Yeah, she reminds me of General Thrills snacks. It's that's your Hollywood trash. You're not going to do.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, your grilling destination. Weber, Big Green Egg, Uni Pizza Ovens, and Traeger Woodfire Grills.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? And here we go. Folks, I hate to be the bringer of bad news, but the Boston Red Sox have just got 9 games remaining on their regular season schedule. Don't bother counting them yourself. I've already checked my work. 9 games remaining that include a 3-game series in Tampa, who they've beaten 7 times this season, a 3-game series against first-place Toronto in Toronto, and then there's the 3-game series at Fenway against Detroit, who are currently in the first-place position in the American League Central. Now, here's where things get sticky. Last night, the Red Sox lost to the team formerly known as the Oakland A's by a score of 5-3. That loss, plus the other loss in that series, as well as Houston's 5-2 win over Texas, resulted in the Red Sox tumbling into third place in the American League wild card standings. They now trail Houston and the Yankees in the wild card, where they're just a one full game behind the Astros. I should also point out that they're only ahead of Cleveland by a game and a half. Now, follow me here. There are only 3 American League wildcard spots. There are 9 games to go. The Red Sox are currently hanging by a thread. If they have any chance of getting blown out in the early rounds of the playoffs, and right now things don't look good. Now you might say, but Baxi, why such negativity? Where's your sense of optimism, your lighthearted, footloose, and fancy-free perspective that's been annoying the hell out of people for the last 30 years? Well, that's a good question. I'm usually a ray of sunshine dancing on rainbows, but when it comes to the Boston Red Sox and a late-season collapse, much like the very one you are witnessing today, I find that my sense of optimism often takes a roundhouse kick to the junk. Am I feeling good about these next 9 games? I would say no. But I'm also willing to be proven wrong. However, after experiencing this sort of thing countless times over the last 59 years, you'll have to excuse me if I lack a little confidence. Because you see, barring a miracle, I'm not sure the playoffs are going to happen for the Red Sox. But that's just me. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Nate at the Westfield Rockies, a steel train outdoor power tech, silver certified and everything. And that's not the only outdoor power certification Nate has. He's got a bunch of them. Get intelligent outdoor power advice with Nate in Westfield. Good people, rock solid service at every Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
To Springfield's classic rock at 6:12 and Led Zeppelin with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
It is going to be sunny today with a high of 80. Tomorrow, more of the same with a high of 71. It is 57 right now in downtown Springfield.
Open Line Friday coming up this morning. Let's quickly review the rules so everyone's comfortable with them. No foul language, no hate speech. Try not to act like a dink and try to get to your point within 30 seconds. If we can get through all that, then Linton Septic will not have wasted their money on this.
It would be nice to have a good open line.
You know, it's when it hits, it hits.
Yeah.
When it doesn't hit, it doesn't hit.
Last night at the shortstop, we did show and tell night, which was very successful, actually.
Now, did you bring your show and tell item?
I did not.
You did not bring the animal footstool.
Well, because I thought my more interesting piece was my Kenny Rogers roaster sign. So I just took a picture.
And you held your phone up to the crowd so everyone could see it?
We didn't even get to talk about it. We were so caught up with roasting these folks that came up with their items that we didn't even get a chance to do our stuff.
So what kind of stuff was being brought into show and tell night?
Well, I mean, okay, so the cool thing is people, listened. And, it wasn't, like, extremely interesting, some of the stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, the one lady had a pineapple corer. You ever see one of those?
Is that for swingers?
No. You know what? Now that you mentioned it. Nobody made a swinger joke.
I have seen the pineapple corer.
Yeah, I've never seen one.
You kind of screw it into the pineapple
Yeah.
and you pull it out. Yeah.
I wish I had known these things existed.
You know what else works very well? What? A knife.
Yeah, but you know what? I could never cut a pineapple like the right way. Like,
I'm real good at it.
I always have it up, and we can table this conversation for another time. But what's the deal?
Yes, please.
How do you tell when pineapples are ripe? That kind of thing.
Yeah,
I never really understood the whole, when it's fresh, when it's not fresh.
You want to know how?
What?
I'll tell you right now.
Yeah.
When you're in the grocery store, you grab the pineapple, and you sniff the stump.
Are you making this up, or is this?
If you can smell the scent of pineapple,
yeah,
it is ripe.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
If you smell the pineapple and it smells like the box it came in,
then it
ain't ripe.
Ripe or not ripe?
That's it.
What if it smells like a rotting dumpster?
Then that is beyond ripe.
All right. Okay. Well, anyway, so this lady had a corer. Some lady showed up with $1 million bill.
Really?
Well, it was obviously from it was like from a redneck gift shop at like Gettysburg or something.
Yeah, they don't have those.
Because it had Liberty on it. It was like one of those, things you'd find in an Americana.
She probably tore the whole house up looking for that $1 million bill.
She probably did. Where is that $1 million that I had?
Honey,
yeah.
Did you see my $1 million bill?
Did you know you can't bring that to a bank and put it in your bank account?
Yes, I would have assumed that's true.
It says not legal tender on the.
It's barely legal tender.
Barely legal tender.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And one guy, we know him. He's won quite a few contests with the radio station before. His name is Don. He's a very patriotic man. He brought his inflatable American flag pool floaty.
Wow, that's did he blow it up?
Oh yeah,
it
was fully erect when it came in the door.
Yeah, but what about the pool floaty?
That's what I said. And then his wife brought this. It was like this koozie thing. It was a drink holder with a spike on the bottom of it, so you can pretty much have a drink holder anywhere you go.
Like you could stab somebody on the head with it and have that be the coaster.
Yeah, that could be the thing too. But the most interesting items was a birthing chair that this woman brought. It was she said it was a replica of a birthing chair from. It looked like something out of the 1500s. It was very, I don't know, very, what do they call that? Medieval type.
Sure, like a Renaissance type.
Very, very much so.
Did you get that in the pit at Bob's?
I think it was a family heirloom.
Babies throughout the generations have been born on this chair.
Yeah, it was a weird thing, and she had it in her family for years, and brought it to the show. There's a picture of it up on. That was the winner.
It doesn't look comfortable.
Yeah.
It looks like the kind of thing that only an episiotomy would make comfortable.
And then the other winner was one of the servers at the shortstop, who had a box. It was like this little jewelry box looking thing, right?
Yeah,
pretty normal. It wasn't like anything out of the ordinary. It was like a box with like shells glued to it and stuff like that. But inside the box were all her grandmother and grandfather's teeth. Like,
really?
There was teeth. There was 4 little boxes of teeth. They had saved all the teeth that had fallen out of it. It was very, and somebody did say this, that it was Phil Anthony. Phil Anthony was there, and he goes,
"Okay,
that seems like it could be evidence." Like, this might be some part of some, like, body pick and pull thing.
Right.
And we're just being told this story that, my grandparents used to save teeth all the time.
Well, like serial killers like to save trophies of their kills?
That's what he said. That's what Phil said. It was a trophy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, the trophies. It was kind of weird.
Yeah, like Dexter in the slides.
But she won the other gift card that we had for a prize.
It's interesting that you turned this to $20 dinner at a comedy show into the Antiques Roadhouse.
Well, here's the thing. It's not as busy because of the Big E. The weather's beautiful. When the sun starts setting, earlier, and you get more of a night feel. We'll get more people in there. But
sure.
But it is what it is, and we had a great time. Everybody that went had a great time last night, and I was getting messages left and right.
Well, I'm not surprised, Steve. I mean, everyone has something stupid in their house they'd love to show off.
Yes, they do.
Yeah,
who doesn't? That's why they have something like that, because it's like a conversation piece.
That's right.
Yeah. So next week seems to be the comedy week that I'm having. I'm doing the Academy of Music on Thursday.
Right.
Friday, I'll be down at a brewery in Cheshire doing comedy.
Okay.
Down there.
What brewery?
I think it's called like the Cheshire Brewery or something. I don't know exactly the name of it right offhand. It's for the guy who does all the comedy craft beer things.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, he's got a lot of different locations on there. And then I was asked yesterday, which I'm highly honored, I am going to be the celebrity comedian at the Springfield Policeman's Ball.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you Been to a policeman's ball before?
Well, I've seen a lot of them being flashed around.
You got some great gags for the policeman's ball?
So here's how I was thinking. I was actually very honored to be asked to do this because that's a big room.
Sure,
that's a big room with a bunch of guys and gals who listen to us every single day.
Yeah,
right? And I was thinking about this, and I'm like, you remember when you were a kid? I remember when I was a kid and driving like from one town to another, that you'd like put your hand out while you're driving down the road, and you're like, oh, my hand was in, Springfield first.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. I'm going to go to the ball, and I'm going to go to the threshold of the doorway, and I'm going to stick my tongue out so I can say, my tongue got to the ball first. See? Look.
Oh, Kim, your mom.
Oh, your mother. Ah, Kim. Yeah. Oh, my God, the last time I had a Springfield ball, police ball.
Well, that's a big gig. Where's that being done?
You know what? I didn't even check the venue.
So you're doing comedy shows at places you have no idea where
well,
they're going to be.
You know what? It's getting busy, which is a good thing. But it's also let me see. Where is this place? The Marriott. I'm going away.
Nice.
So that'll be a nice time.
It's a pretty sweet gig right there.
It is a pretty sweet gig.
Well, good for you.
Look at me picking up all these extra gigs. The Academy of Music show.
Yeah.
It hasn't really sold a lot of tickets.
Well, we have some tickets we can give away today. That'll add two more.
Okay, that might be helpful. But I'm actually looking forward to that because if I have to perform for an empty room, I'm definitely going to own it and make a TikTok video while I'm on stage.
Yeah, Greg Morton's a good comic. I mean, he's a good, solid comic. So, that'll be a great show.
Comic. I don't, it's a weird day of the week.
I know.
To have like something like that, but we'll get through it, and it'll be fun either way.
It'll be a good experience, one way or another.
And then, listen, if everything fails, I still got a ball to look forward to. By Saturday night.
Rock 102.
Tom.
Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock at 628, and Temple of the Dog with Bax and Nagle and Rock 102.
Liam will have the full forecast for you.
Let's see, real quick here. New England, Rock 102 and Aquapump, giving you a chance to win a pair of tickets to New England and Carolina in Foxborough on September 28th. Sign up at rock102.com by the end of the day on the 21st. That's like, what, 2 days from now?
2 days.
It's your chance to win tickets to see New England and Carolina, brought to you by Aquapump and Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock.
You ready to laugh?
Sure.
Are you sure? It is late.
That's all right.
Let's do it. Come on.
Go on.
Well,
there you go.
It's Bax and Nagle's Joke of the Day
I'm funny how? I mean funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you,
on Rock 102,
I make you laugh.
Springfield's Classic Rock.
that's interesting. It's like we're just trying out a few things. We have to change some things up, so we just gotta deal with it for a while, right?
Yes.
Now I lost the damn joke. Are you kidding me? Where did the joke go?
Right where you left it.
All right, here we go. A man walks into a bar. He orders a whiskey. He takes it outside to enjoy it on the bench, which I don't think he could do, but
You can do it.
As he's sipping, a nun walks by and scolds him. How can you pollute your soul with the devil's drink? The man cries, it's not the devil, it's just whiskey. The nun argues it's wicked and sinful, but admits she's never actually tasted whiskey, only heard from others how evil it is, right? And after some back and forth, the nun finally says, all right, if I just have a sip, I'd understand better. But I can't be seen drinking out here. Could you order me one in a teacup? And then the guy nods and he heads back inside and says to the barman, two whiskeys, put one in a teacup, please. And the bartender slams down the counter and goes, is that nun out there again? You know, she's been doing it.
Yeah.
That's it. No, that was
That's it? I get it.
Get it? Because she said she's never had whiskey
but she's
before.
a liar. She's
she
a
only
big,
wants
fat,
it in a teacup.
drunken liar.
Comedy is more effective when explained. That's a quote direct from Barry Krieger, by the way.
Bax and Nagle in the morning on Rock 102.
634. With Bax and Nagle on Rock 102, it's time for news brought to you by Aquapump, an expert in all water supply systems from the well to the pump and into the house. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Max. The owner of a popular restaurant chain was arrested on a felony larceny charge, according to an arrest warrant obtained by News 8, because our local news couldn't go get the actual paper. They asked their friends.
Hey, could you send me the link?
Yeah, I know you're only like 30 miles away, but can we get the details?
Yeah, because, see, our news van is out of gas.
33-year-old Gino Luari, who owns the restaurants The Place to Be, with one location in West Hartford, 2 locations in Hartford, and 1 in New Haven, and formerly in Springfield. That one was shut down in 2024, allegedly wrote fraudulent checks to a restaurant equipment business. According to the arrest warrant by East Hartford Police, a complaint about Luari was filed in July by Richard Singer, the manager of Restaurant Equipment Paradise on Park Avenue in East Hartford. He said that Luari, who was a common customer of his, wrote out 2 checks to his company, one for $2,600 and $2,600, and the other one for $8,200. When the Restaurant Equipment Paradise went to deposit the checks, the bank informed him that the accounts to the checks were closed, and the arrest warrant, that's according to the arrest warrant.
Gotcha.
I don't know why I can't get the words out of my mouth.
So basically, she wrote over $10,000 worth of bad checks.
Yes, that's a big no-no. You shouldn't do that.
Well, I always felt that the place to not be would be court.
Yeah.
Or on the business end of a collection agent.
Yeah.
Or, say, like a landlord that has evicted you from the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yes, that could be too. Singer said that this was approximately the 5th time that Luari had written a bad check and not had the money, according to an arrest warrant. He said that normally Luari would provide a valid check a couple of weeks later. When police spoke with Luari a few days later, she said she got her lawyers involved and that Singer was not being understanding and that she usually did business with the company's owner, Kenneth. She also mentioned that a judge was now involved and that he gave Luari 30 days to pay back the Restaurant Equipment Paradise. She was able to provide police proof of this through email and communication receipts. She continued by telling police that she was waiting for her credit from Bax Square, which is the shopping center her West Hartford restaurant is in, to deposit in order to pay the remaining balance. In August, Kenneth, the owner of the Restaurant Equipment Paradise, said that the location he sold Luari equipment for was for her Hartford location on Franklin Avenue, not the one in Bax Square. He said that Bax Square had nothing to do with this transaction and claimed that Luari was lying, according to the arrest warrant. Kenneth said that he and other members of the Restaurant Equipment Paradise team repeatedly contacted Luari via email and text, reminding her about the checks, to which she didn't respond. He then went to the East Hartford Police Department saying that he wanted charges pressed against Luari because it had been over 2 months without payment. On September 17th, Luari was arrested and charged with second-degree larceny and issuing a bad check over $2,000. She's being held on $10,000 bond and is scheduled to appear in court on October 22nd.
Does little Jerry write bad check?
Little Jerry does not write bad checks.
I found this interesting. The location in downtown Springfield had reopened in August after more than a year after closing because they hadn't paid their rent and other fees. I guess they did pay the rent, but that was after a complaint filed all the way back last March of 2024. And the West Hartford location temporarily closed because of a not of financial issues, but the West Hartford Bloomfield Health Department shut them down because of a severe cockroach infestation.
Oh.
The cockroaches thought that was the place to be.
Well, cockroaches can happen anywhere.
Ironically, these same cockroaches are not the ones who are involved in collections. They're not the landlord, nor are they her attorneys. But there are so many similarities between all of them.
Let's turn the tables. It's all the Basketball Hall of Fame's fault. Remember when they were blaming the parking situation on the place to be in the beginning?
I know.
And then now you can just turn around and go, no, it's all the Basketball Hall of Fame's fault. And you just go back and forth with this blame game.
I'm not pointing fingers at the Hall of Fame on this one, but anybody. I suppose anybody could write a bad check for $10,000. I'm sure it's just there's a simple explanation for all of it. It's a lot of zeros and a decimal point. And
listen, she's a good-looking lady. She ain't going to jail. Doesn't work like that in this country, Bax.
There are good-looking people that go to jail.
Not like that.
Remember that guy that was like he was like his mugshot got on the internet and everyone thought he was like a male model type of guy.
Oh, yeah.
That guy.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this will happen to her.
Well,
maybe this is the best thing that could ever happen to her.
I was gonna say she looks like the kind of gal that would end up on that I Can Fix Her website. Where you you have all these mug shots of these hot chicks that were arrested.
Yep.
And then the title of the group is I Can Fix Her. The good thing is they list all the things that they did, so you can kind of pick and choose. Larceny I can deal with. It's the stabbings or the abuse thing. I
that's
can't,
hard to get over.
Get into that. But if you're drunk driving, something like that, I can fix her.
If you are willing to just take like like cash payments from now on, I think you can overlook the bounce checks.
Yes,
if everything from now on is
yeah.
a cash transaction, you know what? I forgive and forget. That's me.
That's why a lot of people go to those cash operating businesses, because it's a lot easier to shell game the money.
Turns out she has a structured settlement and she needs cash now.
Well, why doesn't she just call J.G. Wentworth? 877 cash now. All right, well, enough about her. We'll talk more about her later.
I'm sure we will.
3 suspects were arrested in connection with drive-by shootings in the Miller Street area of Springfield, which resulted in damage to 4 homes and 3 vehicles. In a news release by the Springfield Police on July 5th at around 2 a.m., officers were called to Miller Street for a shot spotter activation, and during that investigation, officers found 16 shell casings. Police state that a bullet struck a living room couch inside of a home where 3 children and 2 adults were at that time. A second home had damage from gunfire to the siding. Excuse me. Another home was struck by the bullet, which landed inside of a couch in a living room, and the 4th home kitchen window was struck by a bullet.
Did you see the video of this?
I didn't.
You got to see the video of this.
Damage from the gunfire was found on 2 vehicles. Detectives were able to identify the 3 suspects from Snapchat, showing a shooting incident. Douglas Moss, Joseph Rossi, and Brendan O'Connor. Warrants were issued for their arrest.
I watched the video the other day, and I could not believe. I mean, obviously, these things happen, but from within inside the car, these guys are just unloading the guns indiscriminately, just driving on Miller Street, just popping bullets all over the place, and then they're all laughing it up like this is the most hilarious thing we've ever done. Let's put it on Snapchat, see how it goes.
Yeah,
it's one thing to be shooting at everybody or just shooting randomly outside the car window. It's another thing to think, hey, let's put it on Snapchat. That'll be awesome.
People who think that Snapchat just disappears everything.
No.
It does not.
It just disappears from access to you.
Right. In the video shared by the Springfield Police, the shooters can be seen laughing and promoting each other to shoot, at times blindly, from a moving vehicle at homes in the Miller Street area, showing zero remorse for their actions.
Well, I hope the judge has zero remorse for putting them in jail for an awful long period of time.
Southwick resident 22-year-old Joseph Rossi turned himself in on July 10th and is being held at the Hampden County Correctional Center for the charges of... No, there's a whole list of charges. I'm not going to read them all. On Friday, September 12th... Yeah, I knew I recognized this name, the Douglas Moss guy. We talked about his name the other day.
Did we?
We were
about this?
Talking about Moss growing fat on a Rolling Stone. Remember we did that whole thing?
Yeah.
Well, on Friday, September 12th, 22-year-old Douglas Moss of Springfield was arrested in his home on Vinton Street. An unrelated investigation was being conducted for a search at his home. Moss was arrested for, all of those charges as well. They also arrested 21-year-old Brendan O'Connor of Springfield at his home on St. James Circle for a slew of charges. Springfield Police Superintendent Larry Akers, I want to praise our firearms. I want to praise the FIU.
Hey.
FIU too.
Watch your mouth.
These individuals were shooting at homes with no regard and, scumbags. You're driving around blindly shooting at homes.
Actually, I think to call these guys scumbags is actually an insult to actual scumbags. I think these guys are maybe even a little bit worse. Because how many people could have been killed during this little drive-by joyride?
A lot.
A lot
and
of them.
And a lot more.
And all they could do is just laugh it up in the car. What a bunch of dipsticks these guys are.
And then Mayor Dom Dom said, I echo D.A. Galuni. The laws need to clamp down on these serious, violent criminal activities, especially coming from young adults and juvenile offenders. In this case, I hope they get the book thrown at them.
You know, and Mayor Dom Dom is coming at you with both barrels and could pop your skull with his kneecaps. I think you better really think twice about getting back into the car and shooting up the town again.
Do you know that Noah was the only man that notified Dom Dom before he relieved himself in the Atlantic Ocean?
Is that a fact?
That is a fact. Did you not know that?
I didn't know that.
Did you also know that in a fight between Batman and Darth Vader, Dom Dom would be the winner? Did you know that?
I had no idea, but I can see it happening.
Did you know Dom Dom could turn God into an atheist?
After meeting Dom Dom, I don't believe a damn thing about myself.
Did you also know that I once drowned an individual on a waterbed? My fist went right through the cover, the top cover.
Yeah.
So he's upset about it.
And he should be.
And he should be. Yeah,
The video is absolutely maddening.
Again, with these idiots with the Snapchat, like, do you not know that stuff's?
You know,
I mean, regardless, I'm pointing out the Snapchat boys. Pointing a gun and shooting it at a home is the wrong thing that you were doing. But
how many times, though, and this just shows you how different this is, how many times do you see like a video on the news or online and whatever you are seeing in the video is taken out of context?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it happens all the time. And there are many people say, well, you didn't see what happened before that happened or whatever. There's no way to take this video out of context. There's absolutely no way to look at this video and not say, what you have here are a bunch of idiots in a car fiddling around with guns. That's the only conclusion you can make. And just indiscriminately shooting out the window. That's all. That is the stupidest thing ever. And then to post it on social media, on any level, Snapchat included, is just about the stupidest thing you could do.
Well,
next to shooting out the window of a car.
Maybe their ringleader decided they needed to be blended everywhere and needed to put out 12 videos a day in order to increase the view count.
It's a bad choice.
Are you sure about that?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you get the one from the manager just pops up randomly.
Oh, I know.
Nobody wants to see this.
I don't think these guys have a management structure.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast today is going to be sunny with a high of 80. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 71. It's 56 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Yeah.
Download.
Just about 6:51 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
I just gave you the forecast.
This week on Baxy's Musical Podcast, my guest has been New York Times best-selling biographer Bill Janovitz. His book, The Cars, Let the Stories Be Told, comes out September 25th next week. It is a great, great book. And he's also the lead singer and guitarist and principal songwriter for the band Buffalo Tom, which got their start at UMass Amherst back in the 80s.
Oh, yeah,
really interesting guy. And the book is getting great reviews so far. I've had to read 2 books in a row. So the last couple of weeks, I've really put in my time. Next week, I'm talking to Jason Pettigrew, the former editor of the Alternative Press. He's written a book for the 33 1/3 book series about the album Land of Rape and Honey by the band Ministry. It's an amazing story, and you'll hear it on Monday on Apple Podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify, the Rock 102 YouTube channel, rock102.com, and on the app. It's all brought to you by Metro Chrysler, Dodge Jeep, and Ram at Chicopee, and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
Just reading a story here. A middle school math teacher in Louisiana is facing charges for bringing cocaine to school.
Is that wrong?
Apparently, you're not supposed to do that. Cops showed up to the school in Baton Rouge on Tuesday to do a random drug sweep. They had the K-9 unit with them. The dog zeroed in on a bag belonging to 47-year-old Virginia Summers. So they searched it and found a small amount of cocaine in her wallet. She claimed it wasn't hers and it belonged to a friend
Who just happened to put cocaine in her wallet.
right before she went to school.
Sure.
But she admitted she did snort some at an LSU tailgate the previous weekend. Which, you know, yeah, have you ever been to an LSU game?
Yeah, I
There's
mean,
lots
yeah.
of people doing nose beers at 7 o'clock in the morning for tailgating.
Now, if you're trying to convince police this isn't your cocaine, you know, the one they found trace evidence in your purse, your wallet,
Yeah.
and then you tell them, yeah, you know, I may have done a little bit at the tailgate. That's not really helping your case much, is it?
Well, because she's probably thinking in her head, they're going to drug test me, and I'm going to have cocaine in my system. So I might as well admit that, yeah, I did have cocaine last weekend, but not today.
Yeah, I was with a bunch of other people that were doing cocaine, and I got like a secondhand high.
But it's kind of a dumb excuse because how long cocaine stay in your system? Do you know?
I honestly don't know.
You never did rails of cocaine off the board here at Rock 102?
No, Steve, I was too busy pulling out the seeds and stems out of all that weed I used to bring into the studio.
All right, detectable up for a few weeks. So
And
I guess
the
she
college football season just started, so I mean, what are you gonna do?
What's the over/under for?
Well, at least 3 to 5 years, I think, if you're looking to distribute.
They also searched her Honda CRV in the parking lot and found a small amount of weed. Yeah, that's not a big deal.
Is it?
There's probably more weed in the kids' cars than there is in the.
Is it legal in that state?
No, it's not. I don't know if it is or not in Louisiana. There might be.
Every other possible sin is available and readily accessible in Louisiana.
Isn't that weird though? Like you go to these places that are like sinful, and they're pushing booze on everybody. Like what's Nashville? I've heard Nashville is supposed to be this big party city.
Yeah.
But marijuana is not legal.
Yeah.
So
open containers of alcohol are perfectly fine.
Which is 10 times more dangerous, I would imagine. But I guess if you're mixing both.
I guess.
Anyway, they found the weed. She's also facing charges of possession of cocaine, marijuana, drug paraphernalia, and having them in a school zone.
Oh, man.
If you had just parked your car down the street.
Or grabbed another purse, would that have been so difficult? Most women have more than one purse.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is my cocaine wallet.
Yeah, this is my drug stashing wallet.
I don't know. People don't think when they do things like this.
Apparently not.
But I mean, a little bump never hurt anybody before the school day, right? Well, how did you know? She said man a lot. She was sniffing.
She kept playing Don Henley songs over and over and over again.
Oh, it's pep rally day? Hell yeah.
It's 6:55 at Rock 102.
And now, Bax's View from the Couch. Brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware, your grilling destination. Weber, Big Green Egg, Uni Pizza Ovens, and Traeger Woodfire Grills.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Folks, as you may know, Tom Brady is a beloved New England sports legend, a hero, a bona fide first-ballot Hall of Famer who has delighted New England fans for years with his tenacity, his perseverance, and Hollywood-style good looks. And after winning a whole fistload of Super Bowl championships for the Patriots, you can see why the people of New England love themselves some Tom Brady and nearly everything that he stands for. However, take a few steps outside the six-state New England area, and you will find the people can't stand that freaking guy. Sure, they got their reasons, jealousy, envy, all that outrage that naturally comes every time someone deflates a football or benefits from signs stolen from opposing sideline players using video cameras. But now, some new reasons are out there for people to hate Tom Brady, and it all stems from his dual role as both a broadcaster on Fox and as a minority stakeholder in the Las Vegas Raiders. This week, there were concerns when Tom Brady was spotted in the coach's booth with a headset on during the game with the Chargers on Monday Night Football. And while Tom Brady broke no existing NFL rules by doing so, there are still those who believe he's channeling information about other teams directly to the Raiders coaching staff. Yesterday, former Raiders coach Antonio Pierce claimed that in an interview that Tom Brady was, in fact, a tremendous asset to the Raiders last year with information that he shared about other teams. Now, before anyone overreacts, let's take this into account. Tom Brady covers NFC games for the Fox network. The Raiders play in the AFC. Last year, the Raiders faced only 3 games against NFC opponents, Atlanta, Tampa, and New Orleans. And the only team they beat were the Saints. And while Tom was assigned to cover the Saints in Week 2 against Dallas last season, the Saints then went on to lose their next 7 games. So if Tom Brady shared any information, he didn't have to share very much. And he certainly didn't share enough to win football games. So let's all keep our pants on and try to keep our outrage and suspicion where it belongs, which is far, far away from a nice old man like Tom Brady. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. You paint the kitchen? You need to see Michelle at the Ludlow Rockies. Michelle loves to help with paint colors. The queen of paint at the Ludlow Rockies Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock. It's 7:09 and Aerosmith with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Which reminds me, I haven't seen the band played on in many years. Your Pioneer Valley forecast today. Going to be sunny with a high of 80. Tomorrow, sunny with a high of 71. It is 57 right now in downtown Springfield.
We got Open Line Friday coming up next hour, brought to you by Linton Septic. We'll go over the rules a little bit later on, but prepare yourselves now for when that happens.
Yeah, we don't need to do it twice.
It's taking a horse, killing it, and then an hour later, killing it a second time. And you don't need to beat a dead horse.
Which I didn't think was hard to do.
But yet we figured out a way to do it. Imagine that.
Oh, yeah. We can't guarantee the people that call here.
No. It's like it's.
What do you want us to be, a fake radio show like those War of the Roses people?
Have like some producer that we don't even have, giggle in the background. What?
And I will gladly reveal the man behind the curtain. Those are fake. When you hear those War of the Roses things, it's not just the station in Hartford that does it. They're done all over the country.
Yeah, it's a service that they buy into, and all those calls are fake, and all they have to do is superimpose their voices over it to make it sound like it's actually happening.
So you want to send flowers to your girlfriend to see what her reaction is going to be?
Well, we just happen to have your other girlfriend on the other line.
Whoa, things are heating up around here. What was the guy? Let's talk about radio while we're doing it.
All right, okay. We can peel the curtain back.
Well, because, there's, we had a meeting yesterday. I remember the boss saying, like, there's too much of a stigma out there that this business is dead, and it's not. It's actually, people tune into this. They want to hear this. Yes, they want to hear this.
This show.
Well, because you can get your material. If you want to hear Tom Petty 18 times a day, you can put on your Spotify and do that. If you want to hear, national talk about things, you can go. There's so many different outlets you can find that stuff on.
But if you want to hear 3 guys talking about a $20 dinner at a comedy show, you can only find that here.
Only find that here.
Ain't nobody else doing that around the country.
But we do. I mean, we do a lot of local stuff, and that's what's missing from a lot of regional media conglomerates, is that they have taken away the local aspect of it and just piped in, national stuff like Bobby Bones or
whereas we give you that local angle real deep and hard. We're grabbing you by the haunches and going to town with you on that local angle.
But we do have a very high level of talent that works here.
I'm sorry, you're going to have to fill me in who you're talking about.
I was actually specifically referring to Dan Williams, and I'll tell you why. Dan, I have always been impressed with that guy because, first of all, he can have a conversation with himself. I have never mastered that, ever. Like, when I'm here, it's weird because when I'm doing the show with you, we're just talking back and forth. But when you hear me do like the Sunday morning like shift before the Patriots game comes on, I was like, coming up, hey, Rock 102, don't forget to buy tickets to our Brewfest coming up on the 21st of September at Summit Bank Review Meeting House.
Yeah.
You know, you get that DJ like liner read.
I know.
Card. A guy like Dan can have a conversation, and he can also take an advertisement. I've always been impressed by people that can do this and fold it into the conversation so you don't even know you were listening to an ad until the very last second.
Yeah, when he's
You're
giving
"Wait
like a name, address, and phone number. Yeah.
Right, but he's taking whatever the topic is and folding it into the advertisement so they tie each other together. I'm always impressed by that.
Listen, I'll say it, and I'm not ashamed to say this at all. For many, many years, I competed against Dan. Mm-hmm. I much prefer it this way, where I work with Dan as opposed to working against Dan.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's a very talented, long-serving, Springfield iconic radio personality.
Oh man, you're evil.
What are you talking about?
I much prefer him here, where we can dangle a full-time contract over his head.
I
like
never
he's a
did that.
Dog.
That's not me. But we are able to give you a certain level of local stuff.
Yeah.
That a lot of radio stations don't do. It is not a dead industry. Still 280 million people listening to it every single day.
Yeah.
You know how many people listen to satellite radio? Less than 20 million.
And if you're a business out there and you're like, does this even work?
Yeah.
You know what? Ask Dave Miner. Ask
the guys from Aquapump guys.
Aquapump, all those folks that advertise with us, they see a value in this. I think they might be a little nuts, but they see a value in this.
There is value in this. And then, there's the thing is, everyone's that's in that's just Springfield. Well, not really. It's happening all over the country. You just gotta, keep in mind that it ain't dead yet. It ain't that dead horse.
Because people can't project themselves into other regions.
Yeah,
they don't understand that this is duplicated somewhere else.
Yeah.
We have two bizarro world counterparts out there somewhere in America that do very well to do this. But it does work.
You want to talk about the local story, the local angle here. Mm-hmm. This is a great story that I saw this morning. And ain't nobody else going to tell you this stuff, but it's absolutely true. This is from Boston Agent Magazine. I believe it's like a realty publication. Mm-hmm. The Springfield housing market outpaced other nationwide markets and was named August's hottest market according to Realtor.com. The real estate company's market heat index analyzed supply and rising demand in 300 metros across the nation using active inventory data, listing views by market, and median days on the market. Data from August showed that Springfield taking the lead once again. During the month of August, Springfield attracted over 3 times more viewers per property than the national average. Plus, homes spent a median of just 29 days in the market, and the median price for a home in Springfield sat around $355,000. According to the researchers at Realtor.com, Springfield pulls a significant share of buyers from larger nearby cities like Boston, New York, and Hartford. This is the 7th time that Springfield has been at the helm, according to researchers. High demand and low inventory have driven the larger Boston, New England area to the top of the hot markets list over the last few years. Per view, property and time in the market outpaced the rest of the country. Ain't no one else going to tell you that. And for anyone who thinks, Springfield there ain't nothing going on in Springfield. If you weren't going to buy a house, Springfield is at the top of the game within the state and throughout most of the country for how quickly houses sell. That's actually a very good sign for Western Mass and for Springfield.
I see your point to it. That's the reason why the houses are selling so good, because of the proximity and location.
Right.
But I'm putting my money on the hot chicks on the signs out in front of the houses. I think we have a lot hotter chicks on the realty signs out in front of the homes.
Steve, if I were to go to buy a house from a realtor, I don't care what the realtor looks like. That's just me.
Then why do they put their centerfold bunny of the month pictures on somebody's front lawn.
Well,
like
because
that.
I suppose that if you're going to give it that personal approach, you want like a glamour shot rather than Quasimodo say, "How can I get you into this house today?"
No water damage in this basement. Come on in.
I'll tell you what, that's actually really impressive news.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, people, if you look at like housing prices around the rest of the state,
Yeah.
they're outrageous. Even like the house I grew up in now, if you look at the price, I'm like, ain't no way that house is worth that much money in Rehoboth. But yet, because of its proximity to Boston and Providence, it's a pretty attractive place to live. But you can't live there unless you got at least $700,000 to buy into the market.
And the only problem with buying a house, if you buy a house or you want to sell a house, right?
Yeah.
You can make a pretty good penny off it right now because the values have gone up significantly in the last 5 years. The problem is, where are you going to go? Because you take the money.
It's all relative though. So if let's say you've got a lot of equity in your home and you sell it, and you use that to apply to a new house. Well, that's how the game is played. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but if you're applying your the money that you've made in the sale and you've got a decent amount of equity in that house, that's how you get into the upgraded house. It's really just a matter of scale, really. I mean, yeah, $355,000. If you told me 10 years ago that houses in Springfield would cost that much, I'd say you're out of your mind. You buy a house in Springfield for that price.
Have you walked downtown Springfield lately? There ain't nothing but a desolate wasteland down there. And now,
right.
It's like a thriving little entertainment mecca down there.
Tell you what, I've bought 2 houses in Springfield in my lifetime, and they were both good deals.
Yeah,
both very, very good deals. So I don't know, man. Let's see somebody else tell you that information.
No, nobody's going to tell you that.
That's right.
We're going to make AI videos of ourselves and fly away like Superman.
By the way, speaking of local, thanks to the folks at Moolicious dropping off a couple of moo nuts.
It's not moo nuts.
They're not moo nuts?
Moo nuts, that's something else.
That's somebody else?
That's the donut. Let me see what we got here. Joe D. Moo Nugs.
Moo Nugs.
They're ice cream-filled nuggets. And it's like maple ice cream with
cereal.
Yeah, but like Tony the Tiger. What's the Frosted Flakes?
Frosted Flakes.
Like Frosted Flakes on top of ice cream. And they come with little dipping sauces like chocolate, marshmallow, and caramel. This is what they're doing at the Big E this year.
And he was kind enough to drop off a bunch.
There's nothing beats homemade ice cream.
No, I know.
You can get Breyers or that's not, which isn't even ice cream.
It's ice milk.
Ice milk.
It's an ice dessert.
But even I think the best one in the store, in the grocery store, is that Tillamook. You ever have the Tillamook?
Yeah, that actually
that's
is
from
really
like
good.
Oregon and stuff. But locally, there's nothing better than like fresh ice cream. I don't want I know it's local, but what is it? The Hood.
Yeah, Hood is
okay.
Hood is made in Massachusetts, but it is a regionally sold. But like if you go to like a Harold's or a Bart's or something like that, that's good stuff.
But thanks to Joe Didi for dropping off the Moolicious Moo Nugs that you can find at the Big E.
It's 7:21 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock. It's 7:28. And the Guess Who with Bax and Nagle and Rock 102.
Liam, we'll have the full forecast for you.
Really looking forward to the Mayflower Marathon Comedy Night, which is coming to the Armory at MGM Springfield on Thursday, October 16th. It's brought to you by Dave Miner Exterior Home Improvements and Aquapump. It's going to be a night of laughs to benefit the Open Pantry with comedian Tom Cotter. You'll be there, also comedian Corey G. I'll be there serving as the host for the night. Tickets are on sale right now at rock102.com. All the profits will be donated directly to the Mayflower Marathon to help the Open Pantry get through the things that they do. It's the Mayflower Marathon Comedy Night, again, brought to you by Dave Miner Exterior Home Improvements, Aquapump, and Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock.
Yeah, where else are you going to see a nationally touring comedian, a good one?
And Tom Cotter.
For the price that is going to... Yeah, and Tom Cotter, all right? And for the price that's going to help out a great organization, and you're going to have a great time. You can't beat that.
We joke about Cotter because he's a good friend of ours and has been for nearly 20 years.
He's a friend.
Okay. Right. If you were on the street and you saw each other, you'd probably say hi.
Yeah.
It's friendly enough.
I see his clips every day. And they're just like, and I might have heard some of them like 100 times, but it's his delivery that does it, because you never expect it. You never expect the punchline that he's going to say.
Even if you've heard it before,
right.
It's like, there he goes again.
Yeah,
he got me again.
It's funny. Hey, today is a bit. Well, wait, it's 7:30. I don't think maybe we should get into this then.
Well, I mean, if you want to sit here and you debate it, we could spend a good 5-10 minutes debating it.
Well,
or you can just get right to it.
The new iPhone 17 is out today.
Oh, really?
But if you're hoping your iPhone 12 with a cracked screen will last another year, you ain't alone. Close to 9 in 10 Americans think iPhones are overpriced now.
They were overpriced
years
from the
ago.
beginning.
The cheapest iPhone in 17 is $800. Or if you go with a Pro Max with 2 terabytes of storage, it's $2,000. Even with those price tags, plenty of people do think it's still worth it. More than a quarter of Americans say they're willing to take on a debt for a new phone. In other words, the collective credit card balance is taking a hit today. $2,000.
Well, I mean, you could do the payment plan and not pay $2,000 up front.
No, see, I always buy the phone straight outright.
I do too, but it's like, but $2,000 is still $2,000.
It was when I bought this. So this is an iPhone 13. I bought this in 2021, I believe, and it was $900 then.
Yeah.
So that's the Pro Max. That was the best one they had. Now it's doubled in price. It's like almost $1,800 for a 16. If you want to get the 16 is like $17.99.
Yeah.
And now this one is $19.99.
Well,
what is I don't. If you come out with a version every year, how much better really is it than the next version? I mean, if I go to the 16 now, it's going to be like, whoa, stepping into the future.
Well, a lot of the times, there's not a whole lot that differentiates one from the other, except that it's new and maybe have like a couple of extra features that the old one doesn't or didn't. But this is the way that Apple stays, ahead of the market, because everybody wants the latest and greatest, even if it's really not that much better than what you already had. Now, if you got like a 12 and now you need a new phone, well, I mean, then the upgrade may be worth it for you. But, I mean, I got a 16. I don't want a 17. I just got this one. I'm all set.
Do you have the Pro?
No. I didn't pay for the Pro.
See, I want the Pro.
I don't need the Pro.
The camera. It's the camera thing.
My camera works just fine.
I don't know,
it ain't the
man.
Pro. Ain't nothing wrong with my shots.
How many terabytes you got?
More than enough.
Why can't you tell me?
Because I can't remember. Off the top of my head.
I just went to the boy at the store and he said, I'll take care of everything.
And he did.
Yeah.
Easy.
He did.
It's 7:33. News is next to Rock 102. 7:36 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news brought to you by Big Y, your family market. Is local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Max. Shocking video was released Thursday as the Springfield Police Department announced that the Firearms Investigation Unit, the FIU,
Hey.
Had arrested 3 suspects in connection with what they call the brazen drive-by shooting back in July. Spokesperson Ryan Walsh said, my best friend's sister's boyfriend's girlfriend heard from this guy who's dating this girl that these 3 guys were driving around shooting at houses. I guess it's pretty serious.
What did they call it?
What?
You said they
a brazen drive-by shooting?
A brazen drive-by shooting. You know what I called it?
What?
3 douchebags in a car.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Still brazen to start shooting at houses.
I defy anybody to argue with me that if after seeing this video, that what you're dealing with is maybe the 3 biggest douchebags in the entire city.
Yeah. I would.
I mean, they right now they're on top of the list.
As the morning went on, they found damage to a vehicle and a home. The 3 children and 2 adults inside a couch that had been struck by a bullet. Investigators then found a second home that had bullet holes in its siding, and a third home that was struck by a bullet that landed inside a couch. Walsh added that 2 more victims came forward over the course of the day, with one reporting that their car had been hit by gunfire, and the other indicated a bullet hit their kitchen window. In total, 4 homes and 2 vehicles were hit by gunfire. A video was then found on Snapchat. You know, the video that disappears and you think nobody's ever going to see it again?
You mean the one that can be shared over and over again and never goes away?
And reportedly showed the shooting incident, and investigators were able to identify 3 suspects, 22-year-old Douglas Moss, 22-year-old Joseph Rossi, and 21-year-old Brendan O'Connor, for whom arrest warrants were issued. Walsh explained the video showed the suspect laughing and promoting each other to shoot at times blindly from a moving vehicle at homes in the Miller Street area, showing zero remorse for their actions. We believe they were driving around in the middle of the night and thought it was a good idea to just start shooting their guns. I mean, one of the guns is a high-powered rifle. I mean the ability for these individuals to get these guns is scary to us as police department and scary to the community as well, Walsh said, adding that the firearms used by the individuals were illegal. Gee,
where do you start with where the mistakes begin?
Rossi of Southwick turned himself in on July 10th, was arraigned and transferred to Hampden County Jail, where he was being held. Moss of Springfield was arrested at his home on Friday, September 12th, by local, state, and federal authorities. O'Connor of Springfield was then arrested on Monday at his home. Hey, we connected you to this. Who's the other two? Well, you got that guy and that guy.
Honest to God, I saw this video and I was like, I guess you know these things happen, but you don't always see what's going on in the car at the time it's happening. And this is like they were having the greatest grand old time of their lives, practically high-fiving each other and say, yeah, let it go, buddy. Way to shoot things up from the car.
Yeah, you're having a great time.
Thank God that nobody was injured in this. Thank God.
Well, but, oh, man. Coming into the couch in the living room.
Yeah, I'm sitting on this thing, and all of a sudden it's being riddled with bullet holes.
A crack pipe at his feet, 15 bags of heroin mixed with fentanyl, 126 vials of crack cocaine, and cash in a bag. That's how police say they found Jose Mantilla in a dimly lit Holyoke parking lot Wednesday night. Well, how do you usually find somebody in Holyoke in a parking lot on a Wednesday night?
Well, sometimes.
Don't they all have a crack pipe? 15
no.
bags of heroin mixed with fentanyl, 126 vials of crack cocaine, and cash in a bag?
Not everybody in Holyoke is doing that.
That does sound like the game show. Well, a crack pipe at his feet, 15 bags of heroin mixed with fentanyl, 126 vials of crack cocaine, and cash in a bag. That's what Jose Moro Mantilla is going to be going home with tonight on The Price is Right.
Jose Mantilla, come on down!
And the prize is a dimly lit parking lot on a Wednesday night for you to roam free.
I'll take 7 to 10 years in prison with possibility of time served.
Come on down! Mantilla is facing several drug charges and a trespassing charge, according to Holyoke Police Chief Brian Keenan. Keenan said officers were driving near Elm and Appleton Streets around 8:20 p.m. on Wednesday when they saw 3 people standing in a dark part of a pizza shop parking lot. In the lot were signs that said, "No trespassing and no loitering." Officers then walked over to the group, and more police arrived soon after. That is when one officer saw a crack pipe near Mantilla's feet. Police then all
but that could have been an everyday Holyoke parking lot crack pipe.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know if the crack pipe belonged to that person.
No, you don't.
Police said they found 15 bags of heroin mixed with fentanyl and several bags of crack cocaine on Mantilla. Inside those bags were small vials of crack cocaine. They also took $148. Police let the other 2 people go. Keenan said officers plan to file charges against one woman for trespassing and having crack cocaine. Is that that's coming back, I guess? Crack cocaine? Yeah, I'm hearing more and more about that.
Things kind of come and go out of style, kind of like flared pants or, hats.
Yeah.
Certain kinds of hats. They come back in style.
Well, yeah, I mean, like the fedora. The fedora went out of style for many years, and then all of a sudden they started coming back.
Yeah, exactly.
Or guys with mutton chops. Remember that was a thing for a while?
I sure do, yeah.
Ain't nothing like a good mutton chop.
And yet you see dudes on occasion growing their mutton chops out.
Yeah.
Yeah, very stylish.
Or a big mustache. Like
mustaches, like young guys with mustaches. What is that all about?
There's a lot of that going on. Okay?
Well, then it's no wonder that crack is finally making its long-awaited renewed arrival.
We're officially 6 weeks out from Halloween, spookiest time of year.
Mm-hmm.
But none of these things should be creepy. They just are. Someone asked people a survey, if you will.
Okay.
Someone asked people to name normal things that creep them out, and they're not sure why. All right, you ready?
Okay.
Number 1, a chair that's still warm from the person who was just sitting in it.
I'm not creeped out by that. That's actually doing me a favor.
It is kind of weird.
I like a warm seat.
Do you?
Yeah.
People who smile with wide eyes.
It depends how wide those eyes are. Like what you're doing to me right now.
Bug eyes. Like
I'm feeling very violated.
When you're having a one-on-one conversation and the person keeps saying your name, like, great point, Susan. It's Suze.
My name is David.
Instead of just saying, great point, they're like, it would be like me saying your name over and over again. Bax. You're right, Bax. That's right, Bax. You're wrong, Bax. You're wrong again, Bax.
See, now I'm feeling a certain level of violation by you doing that.
That is weird.
So knock it off.
When your cat or dog is staring at the corner of a room.
What is that all about?
My golden retriever used to look up at the ceiling and just start barking at 10 o'clock at night. It was weird. They see things.
I know
things.
I know.
Any children's lullaby, if it's sung even a little too slowly. Twinkle, twinkle.
All right, I just got that. You just got the creeps.
You out.
Totally got the creeps.
Playgrounds at night, especially if there's a swing set.
And especially if the swing is still swinging slowly.
When nobody got into it.
That's right.
Mascot. Especially the ones with dead eyes and a fixed smile.
I don't have any problem with a mascot. If I see Boomer out in the streets, I'm more than happy to start having a good conversation with Boomer.
But Boomer's a normal type of mascot. It's a bird, right?
Yeah.
And that's okay. But it's the ones with these weird mascots that are shaped like jelly blobs, or I don't know. It's just something that's not normal. Like that green freak from the Red Sox.
Not normal. Like a blue bird wearing skates. That's normal to you.
What is that? Is it what is that green thing? What is it?
It's Wally the Green Monster.
Wally the Green Monster.
That's right.
So they couldn't come up with anything original. They just figured, we'll just take something that looks like Oscar the Grouch. We'll make it sing Sweet Caroline.
You've had the Green Monster in the outfield at Fenway Park for over 100 years. It's the perfect mascot for the Red Sox.
Yeah, I don't think so. What about the Bill Buckner mascot? Where he's just huddled down trying to catch a ball, and the players are throwing the balls before the game starts. And
you pig pile on poor the late Bill Buckner, for crying out loud? That guy would be in the Hall of Fame if it weren't that one bad night.
Or like a Bucky Dent mascot.
Oh boy.
Human feet. Multiple people said they just look wrong.
I'm okay with human feet unless there's some sort of video of a foot problem.
Yeah.
The toe bro videos.
Yeah.
You ever see those where they're trying to pull back a piece of toenail that's ingrown, or there's some sort of pustule on it? Yeah. I can't handle any of that at all.
Yeah, I don't know why, but for some reason this conversation came up last night. Not during the show, before the show, with other people that were in the lobby of the shortstop.
Yeah.
And to which this girl asked, you guys into feet? And then, of course, Marty goes into this whole thing about how he knew, because he knows somebody. That was, had
he always
a foot
knows somebody.
Fetish. And I'm like, I'm trying to eat food, and I'm like,
was there a lot of Parmesan cheese on
yes,
top
there
of it?
was.
Oh,
it was a chicken Parmesan flatbread that I was eating, actually. And it was just, and there's three people talking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I guess feet are nice, but they got to be clean. Like, you can't.
Yeah, I get it.
And they got to be, like, pretty feet. You can't just, this woman was asking whether or not that if men were into, like, toe sucking and stuff. And I go, I don't know. There's something about them doggies walking around all day long, sweating out a thing that's not really.
Well, listen, even if that was one of my things,
Yeah.
I'm not going to have that conversation in a restaurant.
Well, it got brought up.
I know, but that doesn't mean I have to participate in the conversation. I could easily say, "No, I'm not into that," and then meanwhile, I'm at home and I'm sucking toes like they're chiclets, but I'm not doing that.
I was trying to avoid the conversation because I was just standing there like overhearing this whole thing, and the three of them were going off on this whole and I'm thinking. And I said, listen, they just got to be clean, and they got to be pretty feet.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to just put an indiscriminate, foot full of toes in my mouth like Zamfir the pan flute. I'm not going to be doing that.
Yeah, I don't want to eat corn off the cob, if you know what I'm saying. Even if it is locally grown.
Oh, look at the time.
Well, it's knee-high by the 4th of July, and it's good. 58 in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102.
This is Jeff and Dave Olander from Olander's Box.
Springfield.
So this Sunday is Rocktoberfest, September 21st to the Summit View in Holyoke. Tickets are still on sale at rock102.com. Buy yours before the price goes up at the door, because it will. And your admission includes to all the traditional German food like schnitzels and sauerbratens and pretzels and all that, plus music from the Stillwater Band. Steins of German beer will be on sale. It's Rocktoberfest, brought to you by Dave Miner Exterior Home Improvements, Aquapump, and Rock 102, Springfield's Classic Rock. It's at the Summit View on Sunday, Route 5 in Holyoke.
All right, I'm looking forward to the schnitzel.
That should be fun.
Who wants a good schnitzel?
I love a good schnitzel.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah. Anyhow, next hour, we are going to do another round of Open Line Friday. The rules are, and I'm being very specific, no foul language, no hate speech, try not to act like a dink, and get to your point within 30 seconds. Simple rules, should not be complicated. Some of you have a problem following rules to begin with.
Yeah, they do, and I don't understand why they do.
We've made them simple. Simple, easy.
Real quick, here's a disturbing peek into what Americans enjoy. Google looked at the top searches that start with, is it weird to like, and then the blank.
Okay.
You know how it always fills it in for you?
Sure.
Is it weird to like the taste of blood?
I mean, how much do you like it?
I don't know, but this is the stuff people are Googling. Is it weird to like the smell of gasoline?
I kind of like the smell of gasoline.
Is it weird to like being called good boy?
Depends on the context.
Well, if you're talking about a dog, then no.
But the dog is not calling you good boy.
I don't know.
Or is it?
It depends on who's calling me a good boy.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
start doing it, and I'm like, no, I'm not interested in that. But, I don't know. You get a hot, bad, check-writing chick saying it to you.
Yeah, right.
You never know.
Right.
Yeah, I'll be a good boy. Is it weird to like spiders?
Yeah, that's weird.
It is?
I don't like spiders.
Yeah. You ever do that whole, like, did you try to do the Google thing? Did you ever do your name?
Sure. All the time. Every 15 minutes.
Is Bax, that's what I just typed in, right?
Yeah.
And it just says pro-apoptic. What is that?
Is
Bax.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Is Bax, I got the stock price for Baxter International.
Yeah, a good stock to buy. Is Bax a word? Is Bax a buy?
Uh-huh.
Is Bax a name?
These are all good questions,
All right,
but
what
yet
about-
I don't know.
What about, is Steve Nagle? Oh, nobody, no, there's no fill-in for that.
Well, maybe someday.
Well, maybe someday I'll
you
make
will.
the Google Trends.
Good for you.
Yeah.
It's 7:59 on Rock 102.
Grills.
Hey, good morning, sports fans. How the heck are you? Well, here we go. Folks, I hate to be the bringer of bad news, but the Boston Red Sox have just 9 games remaining on their regular season schedule. Don't bother counting for yourselves. I've checked my work twice. 9 games remain that include a 3-game series in Tampa, who they've beaten 7 times this season, a 3-game series against the first-place Toronto Blue Jays in Toronto, and then a 3-game series at Fenway against Detroit, who are currently in first place in the American League Central. Now, here's where things kind of get sticky. Last night, the Red Sox lost to the team formerly known as the Oakland A's by a score of 5-3. That loss, plus the other loss in that series, as well as Houston's 5-2 run win over the Texas Rangers, result in the Red Sox tumbling into third place in the American League wild card standings. They now trail Houston and the Yankees in the wild card race, where they are just 1 full game behind the Astros. I should also point out that they're only ahead of the Cleveland Guardians by a game and a half. Now, follow me here. There are only 3 American League wildcard spots. There are 9 games to go. The Red Sox are currently hanging by a thread if they have any chance of getting blown out in the early rounds of the playoffs. And right now, things don't look good. Now, you might say, but Baxy, why all the negativity? Where's your sense of optimism, your lighthearted, footloose, and fancy-free perspective that's been annoying people for the last 30 years? Well, that's a damn fine question. I'm usually a walking ray of sunshine, dancing on rainbows, but whenever it comes to the Boston Red Sox and a late-season collapse, much like the one you are witnessing today, I find that my sense of optimism often takes a roundhouse kick to the junk. Am I feeling good about these next 9 games? I would say no, but I am more than willing to be proven wrong. However, after experiencing this sort of thing countless times over the last 59 years, you'll have to excuse me if I lack a little confidence. Because you see, barring a miracle, I'm not sure the playoffs are going to happen for the Red Sox. But that's just me talking. But hey, enough of my yapping. Sports brought to you by Rocky's Ace Hardware. Nate of the Westfield Rockies, a steel-trained outdoor power tech, silver certified. That's not the only certification the guy's got. Great, intelligent outdoor power advice from Nate in Westfield. Good people, rock-solid service at every Rocky's Ace Hardware. I'm Bax. That's my view from the couch.
Rock 102.
Rock 102
Wake up, Springfield!
Rock 102 Springfield's Classic Rock. It's 8:11 and Sabbath with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Yeah, Ozzy! At 8:11 a.m.
That is the truth.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, it's 59 in downtown Springfield.
And now, live from the Richard Grieco Studios in East Long Meadow, Massachusetts, it's Open Line Friday!
Meow, 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 meow. All right, here's the deal. It's Open Line Friday, 293-1021. That's the number to call. All brought to you by Linton Septic, number 1 of the number 2 business. If you need a pumping, those are your guys to start. Anyway, here's how we go along with it. No foul language, no hate speech, try not to act like a dink, and get to your point in 30 seconds. Okay? Simple, easy rules, and the phones are already blowing up, Steve.
I'm whistling this morning.
All right, I'm ready. Rock 102, good morning, who's this?
Lauren from Connecticut.
Who?
Lauren from Connecticut.
Lauren from Connecticut. What's going on? What's on your mind, Lauren?
6-7.
6-7. There you go.
Okay.
See, all right. Thanks for going in. All right.
Okay, there you go. Thank you.
What?
Okay, there you go. Rock 102, good morning, who's this?
Hey, good morning, guys. It's Matt the Drunk from Enfield.
Hey, Matt. What's up?
Hey, guys, I got a couple cheesy jokes for you, if you don't mind.
All right, go
okay,
for it.
make them clean.
Okay, they are. What do men have in their pants that women don't want on their faces?
What do I go? I don't know what.
Wrinkles.
Yeah, that's
we thought
true.
you were gonna say something else.
Yeah, you had one more, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, last one here. Hope this is clean enough. It should be. What kind of bees give milk?
What kind of bees give milk?
Boobies.
No.
That's a comedy classic right there. Rock 102, good morning, who's this?
Hey, how's it going? It's Scooter from the VFW 1997.
Hey, how you doing?
Scooter.
I'm doing okay. I just want to let you guys know that we got George Bon Jovi at the VFW tonight playing live music with The Kitchen is Open. And tomorrow night is the end of summer concert with Then and Now. And the kitchen will be open. And as of Sunday, you all know, is the turkey shoot.
All right. Well, it sounds like a great weekend of fun.
George Bon Jovi?
Yes, exactly. That's what I said. No relation.
No relation. But does he play Bon Jovi music?
No, he plays Irish music.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, is it that? Was it? It used to be Just George, wasn't it?
I think so. I'm not sure.
That
but
guy.
yeah.
That guy's still around, huh?
Yep.
Wow. I used to get drunk and go see him over at Patty's over in Breckwood Boulevard.
That's the guy.
That's the guy.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you have a good weekend. Okay. Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
6-7.
6-7.
6-7 back. 6-7 Nagle.
It's the Hawkman.
It's
What's
the
up,
Hawkman?
Hawkman?
How you guys doing this morning?
We're doing fine. What's up with you?
I just want to get some shout-outs if that's okay.
Sure. Isn't that the only thing you can do is shout out?
I can shout out, I can jump, I can kick, I can play. I don't know.
And I'm 50 years old.
I'm Sally O'Malley, and I'm 50.
All right, who do you want to shout out to there, Hawkman?
Give a shout-out to my buddy Josh, who works for the East Long Meadow DPW. Give a shout-out to my buddy Truck Driver Stu out there in Agawam. And a special shout-out to my niece Bella, who turned 14 years old. She's a King Charles Cavalier, and she's the best PCA in the world.
All right, Hawkman. Well, you have a good weekend, okay?
You too, and thank you guys for being who you are.
All right.
Thank you. Okay. Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
This is Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Hey, Kelly Reardon.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's now a mom now.
Yeah.
She's had a little baby.
What's your favorite Kelly Reardon story?
Well, we have quite a
Yeah,
few
we actually
actually.
do have quite
I'm
a
not
few,
sure.
yeah.
I'm not sure I want to share them with you though. But thanks for the call.
Have a good weekend.
Appreciate it. Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Good morning. It's Bob the Fat Guy.
Hey, Bob. What's up?
I'm just calling to say that I've been a long-time listener, and I'm happy you guys are doing something for John O'Brien. I've been a big fan of you guys from day one.
Oh, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
And keep doing what you're doing, and have a great day.
All right, you too. Thanks for the call, man.
Thank you.
All right. Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Brian. I work for Tax Solutions. I'm looking for Pat Kelly.
He's not here right now.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, good morning. This is Ed from Huntington. 8-9. How we all doing?
He's going up 2 numbers.
Yeah, he's going up to a
6,
couple.
7, he's
Taking
going
it up a notch or 2.
What's up?
Yeah, 8-9. Hey, I just want to say you guys have an awesome photo shoot. I loved every single picture you guys took.
Oh, thank you.
Photo shoot.
Thank you. We'll see how.
Right.
Are the pictures posted?
I don't think they are, but that
No,
video is up.
Oh,
I
the
saw 'em on
video.
TikTok.
Yeah,
the video.
yeah.
All right, the video.
Well, we'll see what the final copies look like. We'll have to see. But thank you very much.
All right, have a good one, guys.
All right. Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, Baxy. This is Billy Bob from Bay State. How are you guys?
Good, Billy Bob.
Hey, I just wanted to let you guys know today was so far it's a great show. Steve and Bax, you guys are like Abbott and Costello. So keep up the good work. We love you down here, and God bless you. Okay.
All right, Billy Bob.
Now.
Keep serving up that turkey and
Bye-bye.
stuffing.
All right, you got it. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right. Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Hi, this is Dave, the lawn guy.
Hey, Dave. What's up?
Just calling in 6-7.
6-7.
All right. Well,
Great show all week.
All right, man.
Hey, guys.
Thank you. All right. Rock 102. Good morning. Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Hey, this is Vince the Bummer. I want to do a shout-out to my friends at Blumpkin in the Hills, and I want to say hi to William at Billy's Butt Plugs and Anna at Anna's Anal Retention.
Okay.
I'm Vince the Bummer.
There you go. Rock 102. Good morning. Who's this?
Yeah, this is Jim Richards.
Okay. What's up?
No, just curious. How long does it take you guys to write your bits every morning? You know, the Bax's View from the Couch and Hollywood Trash.
I don't know. Depends how fast I can Google dirty euphemisms. And
I'd say it takes me a good 45 minutes to an hour to do the View from the Couch.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, guys. Have a
All
good
right.
day.
There you go. Simple question, simple answer.
Yeah.
Rock 102, good morning. Who's this?
Hey, good morning, guys. This is Steve Got a Pool from YouTube. How you doing?
He's the YouTube guy with the pool stuff.
Oh, okay. What's up?
Yeah. Hey, real quick. So I don't know if y'all remember back in Somers, Connecticut, maybe a year or two ago, there was a fire where there was tragically 4 children that were burned in the fire.
Yes, very unfortunate.
So my friend Kevin is the father, and they've been doing this big project where they built a playground. And the ribbon cutting ceremony is this Sunday at 10:30, 41 School Street. And I just wanted to invite anybody that wanted to go. It's going to be kid friendly. Obviously, you can bring your children, and it's a very important part of the process that Kevin's going through. Recovering, getting over all this. So.
Well, we appreciate you calling and let us know about it. That sounds like a great thing.
Where is that? Where in Somers is that located?
Okay, so it's 41 School Street in Somers. It's a school, and it's right next to the dam. There's a dam right there in Somers, kind of near Joanna's. It's right near Joanna's.
All right, I know where that is.
All right, man. We
All right,
we appreciate you calling in and let us know
thanks
about
for
it.
getting the info out.
All right, Steve.
All right.
Bax, thanks.
You bet. Rock 102, good morning. Who's this?
Hey, good morning, Rock 102. Hey, my name's Mark. Hey, I've been a long-time listener. Been listening to you guys for 30, 40 years or so.
Okay.
Just want to give a quick shout-out to my brother, Scott, whose birthday is tomorrow.
Oh, happy birthday, Scott.
I just want to say, keep up the good work. Now, I do miss John, but I remember John when he used to be a DJ at the Roller World in Enfield, going back decades ago.
Those are some of the best times of his career.
How old are you?
All right, guys. Hey, you guys take care. Have a great day.
All right, you
A
too.
true gentleman doesn't tell his age.
Right. Rock 102, good morning. Who's this?
Talking to me?
Hey, there we go. What's up?
No, in this morning, I want to explain something to you.
Okay.
You guys don't even know what 6-7 means, apparently.
I thought it meant nothing. I thought it was just a dumb meme.
No, it's slang for, like, get away. In a mean way. Yes, a very mean way.
Really? That's
So if you could please stop talking about that, because my mom keeps saying it, and it's annoying.
6-7.
Yeah.
6-7.
What's your name there, youngster?
Bryson. I'm Ryland.
Okay. Listen, kids. This is why I'm doing it, so you stop saying it. and you know what? Success.
Yeah, we're doing what we can to make that no longer cool.
Yeah.
I told you to not use that on the radio.
All right, well.
All right.
If I hear you say it one more time, you will get in trouble. Yeah, dude. We gotta talk to your manager.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're talking to our
that'll do
manager?
it. That'll
Yeah,
do it.
yeah.
Well, let me just leave you with this. 6-7.
6-7. Slay, skibbity bop. Yeah, there you go.
Thank you for the call. All right. Hey, you know what? I think that was a
That
pretty
was
good.
a very
that was pretty good.
successful. You got schooled by a kid.
Yeah. Who's
Two
going to
of
go
them.
talk to our manager?
You know what? It's about time somebody on their level speaks to them.
It's 8:23. Thanks to Linton Septic. Open Line Friday on Rock 102. It's 8:25 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Liam will have the full forecast for you.
Let me see here. Oh, yeah, real quick. It's a Shop Friday here at Rock 102. This morning at 9 o'clock, if you go to rock102.com, you can save 30% off to the Hangar Pub and Brewery. Great beer, amazing wings, multiple locations. The perfect hang for lunch, after work, a game, whatever. Pair those wings with an Amherst brew. That all starts today at 9 o'clock at the Shop 30 store at rock102.com. 30% off at the Hangar. That's a hell of a deal. Do not miss out.
Yeah, the Hangar. They got some good wings over there.
Sure we do. Yeah.
Which one call it? The golden barbecue ones are my favorite.
You like that?
Yeah, it's like I don't know what is. I don't know what is in a golden barbecue sauce. It's like, is it honey?
It's like honey and mustard and
mustard. That
love,
love,
care,
love,
tenderness.
Made. What was that song? Time, love, and tenderness. What was
have a little tenderness. Find a little tenderness.
Find a little tenderness.
Yes.
Not love me tender.
No. I don't know.
Is it a Michael Bolton song I'm thinking of? I don't know. I you know the library of all those great artists.
I'm ashamed to say I am not as versed in the Michael Bolton catalog as perhaps I should be. So my apologies for those who cannot believe I couldn't readily call back a Michael Bolton classic.
Can you imagine dropping Michael Bolton's name like it was just some?
Like if you went out to have pizza at Frank Pepe's with Michael Bolton, yeah, right,
yeah. You know that guy. That was my first boss here. Was this guy Neil Mursky, and he was very like.
He was a legendary programmer.
He was, because he met a lot of bands over the years. He worked at MTV for a little bit of a while.
He used to produce the King Biscuit Flower Hour. Remember that?
But he would throw those names around like he was, he had Johnny Depp was the big one. Yeah, Johnny Depp. I just saw him and his kids over the weekend, and they tried to get him an interview with us, and he's like, no, Johnny doesn't do that kind of thing.
He would drop names like Ron Jeremy would drop his pants. I mean, that's how much he would drop in names. But the problem is, he could prove it.
Yeah,
and that was the really annoying part about him.
I kind of recreated that scene in Office Space. Because remember that guy's name was Michael Bolton in The Office? and the two guys from the corporate come in and they start talking to him. Oh, Michael Bolton, like the singer.
Yeah.
And even though this guy hates Michael Bolton, now I had an experience with Michael Bolton, an interview.
Right.
I knew nothing about it. I think I told you this story. And it was like one of those... When I worked at WMAS, it was an opportunity for me to interview Michael Bolton, and I knew nothing about Michael Bolton other than when a man loves a woman. You know, that was my knowledge of it. And I was asking him all the wrong questions, and he was just kind of being like ego puffing, Michael Bolton would be. And then, so when I get the interview here, Neil Mursky is asking me, and he was asking, have you had any experience with, interviewing people? And I'm like, oh, you won't believe that I interviewed the great Michael Bolton once. And before I could start shiznitting all over Michael Bolton, he goes, I just had lunch with Michael Bolton last week down at Frank Pepe's in New Haven.
And of course he would prove it because he had pictures of it on his phone of the two of them splitting a clam pie.
I'm like, oh man, you ruined all my best Michael Bolton material because I need a job here.
If I had a dime for every time he dropped a name, I could have owned this place.
Yeah.
But yet, I respect the hell out of the guy.
He also lied to me a couple of times.
He did?
Yeah, because we were both from New Jersey, right?
Yeah.
And then he lived, he had lived at some point in his life, 2 towns over from where I grew up. And, so that was kind of, that's how you talk to people. He's living, you remember this place, that place kind of thing. And then I said, what I really miss is Taylor pork roll, which is that stuff I brought you that time.
Sure.
And he's like, oh, yeah, I used to love that stuff all the time. You can't find that around here. That's only like a New Jersey thing. And then the very last day when he got fired.
Yeah.
Or maybe a week later, we all took him out for dinner.
Yeah.
And we went over to Leone's.
Yeah.
And I don't know what somebody ordered something. It was ham, and I was like, "Well, you don't you like Taylor ham?" And he's like, "Steve, I don't eat ham. I'm Jewish." And I go, "Then why did you lie to me about eating the Taylor pork roll?" It was just something I said because you were from New Jersey and I knew what it was.
He knew what it was. He knew it wasn't sold here. He didn't really lie to you. He just kind of didn't give you everything you needed to hear.
He said it was delicious. And the initial conversation.
Maybe just heard from other Gentile friends of his that it was delicious.
And I'm like, well, then that kind of makes sense. You're right. You are Jewish. I know you practice your faith, and I know that ham is one of the things you're not going to eat. It makes sense now. But why did you lie to me? Isn't that like a sin in the Jewish faith?
I don't
Lying to
know.
somebody about how you ate something when you didn't even eat anything?
He just didn't complete the truth. That's all. He got like halfway, decided, I'm going to turn back on this one, and maybe I'll still be here in a few years.
It's just a little weird.
It's 8:31. News is next to Rock 102. 8:34 with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102. It's time for news. Here's local radio icon Steve Nagle.
Thanks, Bax. 3 suspects were arrested in connection with drive-by shootings in the Miller Street area of Springfield, which resulted in damage to 4 homes and 3 vehicles. In a news release by the Springfield Police on July 5th around 2 a.m., officers were called to Miller Street for a shot spotter activation. During the investigation, officers located 16 shell casings. Police state that a bullet struck a living room couch inside of a home where 3 children and 2 adults were home at the time. A second home had damage from the gunfire to the siding. Another home was struck with a bullet, which landed inside of a couch in a living room. And the 4th home kitchen window was struck by a bullet. Damage from gunfire was also found on 2 vehicles. Detectives were able to identify 3 suspects from a Snapchat showing a shooting incident: Douglas Moss, Joseph Rossi, and Brendan O'Connor. Warrants were issued for their arrest. In the video shared by the Springfield Police, quote, the shooters can be seen laughing and promoting each other to shoot at times blindly from moving vehicle at homes in the Miller Street area, showing zero remorse for their actions. The video is pretty wild.
Is douchebaggery a crime in the state of Massachusetts?
It should be.
It should be, because I would see them throwing the book at him for this one.
Let's see. 22-year-old Joseph Rossi from Southwick was arrested. Then it was Douglas Moss, who was also involved in another investigation. He was arrested for something else last Friday. And then they're like, maybe these 2 things are, connected. And then the other guy, Brendan O'Connor, he was arrested on Monday.
But, you can try to remember their names, but douchebag 1, 2, and 3 would probably suffice.
Douche 1, like the thing 1, thing 2.
Yeah, right.
Douche 1. Douche
Apparently they collect in packs.
Is that how they do it?
This video is so ridiculously stupid, and the fact that they posted it online, even on Snapchat, when, like you said before, just because like a Snapchat video goes away after 24 hours doesn't mean it really goes away. It's just not as accessible. But any good forensic investigator can easily pick apart that account and pull those videos back up.
Are you telling me those pics of my ding-dong are all over the internet?
What I'm telling you, Steve, is that ding-dong is all over the place. There's more ding-dongs on the internet than there are on aisle 5 of the Big Y.
Isn't that how you play ding-dong bitch on Snapchat? You just take a picture of your ding-dong and you send it to random bitches.
Ding-dong, your career is dead.
Yeah, well, the owner of a popular brunch spot in West Hartford has been arrested, accused of writing bad checks. Very, very bad, Daddy Seinfeld.
Does little Jerry write bad checks?
East Hartford police arrested the owner of the Place to Be this week. Gina Luari is accused of writing 2 bad checks totaling more than $10,000. Police say they learned of the problem when the manager from a restaurant equipment store in East Hartford came to file a fraud complaint. The tattletale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. No one likes the tattletale.
Why? You weren't going to let me keep writing bad checks? I'm sorry. I'm going to have to turn you in. The manager said Luari, a routine customer, had written them 2 checks from a closed bank account. Her arrest warrant says the manager stated this is approximately the 5th time this has occurred with Gina writing out a bad check and not having money, but added that she typically paid them back a couple of weeks later. The warrant goes on to say on June 18th, Luari told the manager in an email, I didn't realize the error until afterwards. You will be receiving a bank check for the total amount of those checks. I just haven't had a minute to grab it with everything going on around this bakery launch. Bakery launch.
Yes,
the bakery launch.
They launched a bakery amidst all the closings of her other properties.
Luari also told police she didn't realize the account was closed and was going back to the store, going to pay the store back. And a spokesman for the restaurant equipment place, the company in question, said the owner of the company has given her months to resolve this. They say they were left with no choice but to go to the police and they say they are willing to take the equipment they sold her back as payment. The I-Team found two other companies are suing Luari, claiming she owes them more than $5,000 for services they provided. A judge also ruled Luari owes more than $124,000 to a credit company. Other issues with the place to be and their locations have been ongoing for a year. The new Haven location permanently closed due to unpaid rent, and there was also an eviction in Springfield. The West Hartford location closed last month after the state suspended their sales tax permit. The West Hartford location remains closed. Luari has not answered text or calls. Her attorney says they have no comment at this time.
The West Hartford location was also temporarily closed by the West Hartford Bloomfield Health District for what is being described as not just a cockroach infestation, a severe cockroach infestation. Severe. I wonder what designates a severe infestation with a regular everyday infestation. And does it really matter if you got say 5 cockroaches in a place as opposed to 5,000 cockroaches in a place?
I don't know if there's a big difference or not.
Yeah, I don't know. I would love to know the little bit more details on the cockroaches.
Because you like to say cockroach?
I like to say cockroaches. But, the ironic part about this is between the lawyers, the tax collectors, and the collection agents, they're all kind of cockroaches when you really come right down to it.
Yes, but most of them are legal cockroaches. It's the illegal cockroaches.
Yeah, I suppose. Some of the ones that are crashing and sitting in.
Springfield police seized an AK-47 and narcotics after arresting 3 people accused of being involved in a drug distribution ring in and around Hennessy Park. Springfield Police Department spokesman Ryan Walsh said the detectives had been investigating that alleged ring for over the past several months. Through that investigation, they were able to identify a suspect, including 19-year-old Vidal Vasquez of Indian Orchard, Idelez Massonet of Springfield, and 45-year-old Rebecca Pachoit of Springfield. In addition, search warrants were granted for homes on Sycamore Street and Worcester Street in Indian Orchard, as well as a vehicle. They were executed Wednesday morning at the Sycamore Street location, and the investigators detained Massonet and Pachoit. Vasquez was reportedly seen in an attic.
In an attic.
In an attic.
Not an addict. Don't assume.
Well, I don't assume. We listen, but we don't judge.
That's right.
But he surrendered a short time later. Police said that search led to the discovery of approximately 34 grams of crack cocaine. You found my attic crack. Damn it. I was hiding it up there.
And the weekend's coming up.
Yeah, $2,800 in cash, 607 bags of fentanyl, and an AK-47, which is normal stuff to be hanging around the house.
There's a lot of
sure, everyday AK.
I'm looking at the picture, with the police patches and everything. Yeah. The FIU patch.
FIU too.
Hey. There's a lot of cash, man. That's a. I could never walk around with that much cash.
Well, your pants would be bulking out.
My wallet would bust with that much money in there because that looks like smaller bills.
Well, it said that's $3,000.
Yeah. And the gun. I mean, that's a pretty highfalutin weapon right there.
Well, it's a Kalashnikov, isn't it?
I have no. I thought that was a Russian dancer.
I was just trying to sound like the 22 News crew when they get information from the police about what exactly was the gun, and they're like, "It's a Sig Sauer." These kids
they don't know. What are they
I don't
about?
know. I don't know any. I don't know gun classifications and names and things like that. If you're into that thing, then you do. But most people don't know nor care.
No, and they're never going to be playing with those guns themselves, so it's not like they have any expertise.
Expertise? I highly doubt it.
Also, most of those reporters had never seen a stack of cash that big either.
Well, I mean, they're news reporters. They haven't even seen it.
It'd take them 3 or 4 months to make that kind of cash.
Last time they saw something like that was a stack of Monopoly money. That's the one that.
That's right.
That's how you That's how they take the pictures when they're training them for the reporter thing. All right, listen, you're going to put a picture up from the police. You're going to have all this evidence all over the table. Let's make sure we position this correctly on the screen. So you take a picture of the fake money, and then we'll get some rock candy to make it look like it's crack cocaine, and get some little baggies like it's fentanyl and stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll lay it all out on the table. Well, what kind of water gun is that? Okay, it's a water gun in this situation, but it's a Sig Sauer 48. Whatever the number is.
Actually, because it's a water gun, it's a Sig Soaker.
Oh yeah, Sig Soaker. I like the way you think there.
I'm always
Bax.
thinking. It's the wheels are turning, Steve.
Your Pioneer Valley forecast. That's what I was trying to get the words out. Going to be sunny with a high of 80. It is 59 right now in downtown Springfield. I'm Steve Nagle, and that's the news on Rock 102. Yeah.
Rock 102, Springfield's classic rock. It's 8:50 and Sublime with Bax and Nagle on Rock 102.
Sunny and a high of 80 today. It is 59 right now in downtown Springfield.
This Sunday at 9 o'clock here on Rock 102, it's Baxy's Musical Fun Bag. I got music from Devo, the B-52s, English Beat, Pixies, Ministry, and more. It's Rock 102's Loudest Hour, brought to you by Raspberries Records in Ludlow and in East Longmeadow. If you're looking for vinyl, that is the place to go at Raspberries. Sunday night, 9 o'clock, right here on Rock 102.
That should be a good time.
Oh, yes. It will be a very good time.
Tonight, I will be sticking myself into Athol.
Really?
Yeah.
That's going to be a pretty tight spot for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, you got the whole weekend is jammed with stuff. What are you doing tonight in Athol?
Tonight, I'm going it's a country club. It's one of those fundraising shows that Phil Anthony runs.
Yeah.
The Funny for Funds things. And that is going to be, let's see, where. Why can I never find, there you go. This is going to be at a country club up in Athol.
Mm-hmm. How far up into Athol is it?
Way up into Athol. Like, really, you drive all the way up the
okay.
thing.
Yeah.
This is the Ellenwood Country Club on Pleasant Street in Athol. So it's going to be a pleasant Athol visit.
Well, that's good. That's the experience you'll have with it.
So that's going to be, it's light up orange. I guess there's that town orange. And,
okay.
And they must be raising money. I don't even know what it's about. I'm just going there to do comedy.
Gotcha.
And I will not do Athol material.
Really?
Yes.
You're going to make fun of Athol?
No. I'm going to go. I'm going to go straight to the Yarmouth material.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, suppose you're there, and then you're in Athol. You're there in front of the crowd. But then all of a sudden you'll see like a little tiny opening that you just want to you like jump right into.
Yeah. Well, that you got to watch how it doesn't run down the cheek.
I got you. Then you also tomorrow you got 2 appearances, right?
2 Geisler appearances. I'm like the Geisler king now. They love me at the Geislers.
You gonna be bagging?
Oh, I'll be bagging. I'll be stocking the back room,
okay.
And I'll be doing all that stuff. And by the way, it's those little grocery stores and I say little, it's a pretty decent sized grocery store, but like little chains like that.
Yeah.
The food there, the prepared food. I know they're selling the hot dogs for $2 or whatever, but
the hot dog and a soda for $1.
Oh, it's hot dog and a soda for $1. But even if you go in and get the prepared foods that are inside, it's like a home cooked meal.
Yeah.
It's really, 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 really good. So I'll be at the one in Summers from 11. What is it?
From 10 to noon.
10 to noon,
and then in Agawam from 2 to 4.
Yeah. I'll be all over. I'll be Geislering it all the way. And then Sunday.
You get something on Sunday too?
We all do.
Yeah, that's right.
We're all going to that Oktoberfest.
Yes.
In Holyoke.
At the Summit View.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, man. Aren't your weekends supposed to be for you?
They are for me.
Except this weekend.
Listen, I get to go to a sidewalk sale. You got to think of the bennies for this thing.
$1 hot dogs, you got that.
I get to go up to Athol. I get to shove myself into Athol tonight.
Right. You got to insert yourself there.
Yeah, and then tomorrow I get to eat delicious food from a Geisler's grocery store.
Yeah.
And then Sunday I get to eat schnitzel.
Wow. Yeah, I'll tell you what.
That is for me.
You're going to give yourself a real workout, and it all starts tonight in Athol.
Now, if I went if it was next weekend and I had the Athol gig on Friday, and then the Springfield Police Ball on Saturday,
right,
then I would go from Athol to the ball, in just less than 24 hours.
It's really not as far as you think.
Yeah, I'd probably get there. I'd probably get there a lot quicker, won't I?
It seems like a long distance, but it's really not that far.
Yeah, I told you earlier this morning I'm going to be the comic at the Springfield Policeman's Ball.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Next weekend.
That'll be great. Hey, speaking of other things that you're doing, I know this really is all about Steve today. Steve is going to be performing at the Academy of Music on September 25th, along with comedian Greg Morton.
Yeah,
we happen to have a pair of tickets.
One pair
of tickets. Yeah. September 25th. Tickets are on sale now. Should find plenty of seating while you're
plenty
online.
Of room to get there.
Yeah, real elbow room. You really got a guy can really stretch out a room like that. And we'll give them to the 10th caller right now at 293-1021.
Well, there you go.
Okay?
All right.
Okay.
All right.
It's 8:55 on Rock 102.